So I came to the UK to study. I've been here ever since. I hope you kind of get who Linric is, yeah. My name is Linric Toto, also known as Unati. I'm from South Africa, closer from the Eastern Cape. So I was born and bred in East London, and I grew up in a township called Umdanzane, and I was brought up between my parents and my grandmother's house, so I was in between. So the village where my grandmother used to live was called Postem, or is called Postem, and so I grew up between the two households. I went to school in there. I finished high school in there. I done my first year of tertiary there. So yes, I decided to then to move to the UK to further my studies. An opportunity came, and I grabbed it with both hands. Obviously, with the aim to study. So I came to the UK to study. I've been here ever since. I hope you kind of get who Linric is, yeah. So that's just that. Basically, it's a South African currently living in the UK, and a very, very, very proud South African currently living in the UK. The type of music that I do is called ukombela. How I then explain it to people who don't know about ukombela or about any South African music, I say it's leaning on a little bit on African soul. I don't know how else I can explain it, but that's the genre that I'm doing. The umbela is a closer tribal way of singing. So that's the type of music that I do. It's not to say I cannot do any type of music. I'm very into African soul, so we'll see how the album is going. Okay, music has been part of my life. Has been part of me. Many people know that South Africans, they sing when they're sad, they sing when they are happy, we just sing to express our emotions. So I was brought up in such a household as well, where we would sing whenever, even when we were bored, we were just singing. And then I grew up in the church as well. So I was in the church choir, leading a lot of songs, going all around the country in conferences, youth camps, and stuff like that, singing. So I've always loved music. Okay, what else do I do and how I balance it? I'm a mother of 3, and I'm a wife. And I also work full-time as a drug counselor, or would I say personal well-being counselor. I specialize in addiction, drugs and alcohol, so I work full-time. How do I balance it? If you remember before, I was talking about how I could not do without music. If you understand, my job is literally around supporting and helping people make changes. And these people that I work with, they're troubled souls. So I hear a lot of sad story on daily basis, and my job is to actually support them to make the changes that they need to make. So imagine me having to hear about these stories on a daily basis and not have a respite. So the huge part of my music is also my respite. So it's somewhere I could go and offload So yeah, that's how the balance works for me. Is I'll finish a very hard week at work, but I know I'm gonna be jamming in my lounge and writing music, and in no time, the heaviness that I feel on my shoulders is gone. And obviously, I do other things to make sure that I get the respite, but music is mainly my respite. What are my hobbies? Okay. Besides music, which is part of them, I don't have so many really. But I love reading. I love reading. I could read and about anything really. I love now that I'm older, I listen a lot to audiobooks, but I love reading. I could be reading anything psychology based, real crime stories, and most importantly, I love spending time with my family. I think that's the biggest hobby, because I still have young kids, meaning playtime and spending time with me is the thing for them. So I enjoy that. So I'll take it as one of my hobbies, just playing and going to places, with them. Currently working on finishing my album, which is going to be called Ungubani, which is my way of introducing myself to the world, basically. So, and also telling a story about where I come from, telling a story about my country, telling a story about my tribe, telling a story about South Africans' different cultures and traditions. So the album is going to be quite mixed, and it tells or will tell a beautiful story about South Africa and the sounds that we have in South Africa. So that's what I'm currently working on. Main reason why I got into the music industry was just generally initially the love of music. Now I'll sing people's songs, I'll sing, I just loved the music. Then when I started writing my own music, I felt the impact of it. I'll write a certain song because I write about what is happening in my life at the time. So I'll write a certain song and it will start working. I'll feel the impact. It's more like it takes me through whatever that is happening in my life, and gives that feeling of comfort, recovery and stuff like that. And so since then, I then realized that if that can happen to me, that means someone else can, be healed, recover. Uzisithembe bantwini, and being able to touch people's lives in a way that you cannot imagine. That's special on its own. So I think as long as I'm able to ukwaza and heal, or help people heal, recover, banikithemba, I don't think there's any going back. So we shall keep going. I think that's the most important part about why I'm in this industry. What I'm hoping for is to reach as many people as I can reach. What I'm hoping for, bakuphile abaninzi. We are lucky in this day and age, there's social media. So wherever you are, if you have a smartphone, you have a talent, put your music out there, put your craft out there. Let people see it, let people share it. One day it will get into the hands of those that can open doors for you. So it doesn't matter where you are. Most people own smartphones. Just record yourself, put it out there, ask for people to share it. Three is, don't get into the industry thinking, oh my God, I'm going to make a lot of money, I'm going to make money. I'm not saying there's no money in the music industry. There's a lot of money in this industry. But if you get into that and you don't get it, you are running a risk of giving up, and maybe you have a talent that is needed out there. You know, you have a way of moving people's souls in your music. But if you then get in and you want to make money and it's not happening, you may give up. So get in to this industry purely with the love of it. That's all I can say. And then anything else that will come as part of what you do, it's a blessing from God. Yeah. So that's just my message.